going back 95 years to 1921, and China was a weak nation, unstable, poor, and with no independent sovereignty. Warlords were fighting. The once strong and wealthy old Oriental country had been left behind during global modernization. Just 10 years previously, in 1911, the Xinhai Revolution saw the overthrow of China's final imperial dynasty, bringing 2,000 years of feudal rule to an end.
China is a very unique country. Throughout its 5,000-year history, especially the past 2,000 years of feudal rule, China has formed very unique cultural and political institutional genes. From this perspective, China requires a core of leadership. But after the fall of the Qing dynasty, there was the vacuum of such core of leadership, or the center of power. This was a very huge challenge for China at the time.
Professor Liu says, although there were many political trials, some of them violent and barbaric, no political organization could fill this power vacuum, as none could understand the most fundamental issues facing Chinese society.
China's most fundamental issues back then were to fight against Western imperial powers, to reform China's domestic, outdated social system, to gain sovereignty, independency, and to improve people's lives.
On July 23, 1921, 13 people gathered in Shanghai, claiming to be members of a summer tour group from Peking University. But their real aim was to establish the Communist Party of China. It was an underground meeting that began in a Shikumen building, a typical Shanghai-style construction in what was then the French concession area of Shanghai. The group, including Mao Zedong, the founding father of the People's Republic of China, represented little over 50 people across China who believed that communism might save the country. The eldest delegate was 45 years old, the youngest only 19. Mao Zedong himself was only 28. The delegates all came from different parts of the country and all spoke different dialects, but they gathered around the dining table and discussed the party's goals and working plans. On the 8th day of the meeting, while they were heatedly debating about China's future, they were forced to suspend the Congress due to a search by the police. They moved on to Jiaxing in Zhejiang province, about 100 kilometers from Shanghai. They resumed the final day's meeting on the South Lake in a boat they rented to avoid inspection. In the boat, they adopted the party's first resolution, elected the party's first central leadership, and proclaimed the founding of the CPC. 95 years later, and a duplicate of that red boat has attracted huge visitor numbers as a symbol of the birthplace of the Communist Party of China. Many new party members take their vows by the boat, while many senior party figures renew their dedication and commitment here. The first party congress was the start of a great but bumpy venture.
By applying Marxism and Leninism, the party conducted a comprehensive social and economic revolution. It also localized communist theories and brought up new ideologies and theories that suit the changing conditions of Chinese society. In other words, the most important secret for the CPC to lead the Chinese people to what it is today is the localization of Marxism in China.
The delegates of the First Party Congress probably never imagined that the party they founded would play a leading role in a fight against the Japanese aggression, win the Civil War, and establish a new China. From only over 50 members 95 years ago to a staggering 88 million nowadays, the Communist Party of China has won the overwhelming support of the Chinese people and continues its pursuit of China Dream, so as to better serve the interest of the people and make great contributions to the world. Qing Zheming, CCTV, at the site of the first CPC National Congress, Jiaxing.